better profit out of agriculture. Please remember, agriculture is not only connected with the farmer. It is a complete ecosystem from the seedling till you get the money out of it. It is not only getting yield out of the crop. It is converted as a money. It is a complete cycle. We say it is a complete ecosystem. One is connected with other one. Okay. So there various managerial skills are required to handle each and every management which we discussed in the last class. And now it is going to be reliability. What do you mean by reliability? Must be reliable, can be adjustable, can be adaptable. That we call it as reliability. Okay. So when suddenly something is happening, we must be able to sustain in that particular shock or stress or something like that. Okay. So to deal with the reliability, we follow certain criteria in agricultural system management. Speed of the operation. Sometimes the operational speed must be higher. Sometimes it can be slower. Like within this 3 months or July end, I am going to get the yield. You see that from August 1st there is going to be some lorry strike. So even if you get the product also, you will not be able to export. You will not be able to send it to the market where you will be able to commercialize the thing. In that scenario, you can just lessen the speed of the process. Okay. Sometimes before to that itself I want to complete and then I have to finish the work. Then you have to speed up your process. Okay. So that thing must be possible. It is not that I be sticking on to only one particular timeline. Beyond that, above or below, I will not move. That situation should not be there. There must be a reliability in speeding up the process. Okay. So to speed up the process, what would be your suggestion? What are all the things I can do? Always imagine it is for a very large scale agricultural system. Okay. It is not run by a single farmer, or the farmer is not having very less amount of field. It is a large scale. If that is the case, when you want to speed up the operation, what would be the steps? If you are on that side, Santosh, can I get the answer from you? To speed up the operation, what I can do? Depends upon the stage where we are. Okay. Sometimes we may be in the starting stage, or sometimes the crops may be in the flowering stage. Sometimes it may be in some other stages. Okay. So the plantation are with the livestock are to increase the growth speed or reduce the growth speed. We have certain things like how we are having a medication. Okay. So certain medications will be used to increase your BP as well as decrease the BP also. Similarly, sugar. Anything can be controlled by the medication. In the same way, here also speeding of the operation is need to be known depending upon where you are, on which stage you are. I was telling about giving only the harvesting. Okay. Even in other stages also, to speed up the process, we have certain methodology. To reduce the speed also, we have certain methodology. Either supplying water or providing seafood or whatever it may be. Through the adjustments of all these things will be educated by your plant growth model. That equation will help you out what to increase, what to decrease depending upon your requirement. Got it? So the speed of the operation needs to be reliable, should be controllable. Next, coming to crop loss acceptability. Crop loss acceptability. Sometimes at the early stage itself, you may lose the crops. Okay? Appada rice crop just when it is a heavy waterfall or rainfall, something is there. So everything will be died, will go off. So I must be in a condition to accept that loss. Sometimes we are forced to accept the loss. Sometimes it happens due to weather or any other climatic condition or by any disease. The disease is not only for my area. Across a particular region there is a kind of pest attack. cannot be like that. There must be reliability to accept the crop loss also. Next, coming to quality and condition of crop. Quality and condition of crop. Sometimes I may get a very good quality. Adala and the individual crop over variations and rice are flowers are vegetables are whatever it may be. The amount of expectation may or may not be satisfied. Okay. Sometimes you may get a very good quality item. For example, groundnut. So groundnut sometimes and the bigger size அப்படி இருக்கும்போது definitely it will be like you get lot of coconut oil out of it. At the end of the day adane. So ஒரு portion வந்துட்டு for food purpose இருந்தாலும் other half main purpose is getting a coconut oil out of it, right? So அப்ப இதோட seed size bigger size இருக்கும்போது automatically amount of oil produced from that will also be increased. So the quality of that is good compared with some other time. If I cultivate it, I may get the lesser size, smaller size. Okay, so quality. The time and better quality at the time, I have not got that much, or I may not get that much quality. It's okay. You must be able to. So these are all the cases where the reliability is very much required. And again, after that, I may get a better quality product too. Okay, so there will be a reliability on this. Timelines of completion to take. Again, growth of the particular thing. You are expecting a seed out of it. You are expecting some, maybe a coconut or anything it could be. Okay, so it is supposed to complete the thing within some 3 months, whereas it is taking some more time. You decided to harvest sharply after 3 months, but when you see the growth of the thing, it requires some more time. It may be extended. Sometimes depends upon again whatever the resource we receive, like the heat, CO2 or water. Due to that, the growth might be faster. In such scenario, you may have to go harvesting little earlier than the predicted or planned. Okay. So then field efficiency. Again, field. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு பர்టిక్యులர் ஃபீல்ட்ல நியர்பையாவே இருக்கலாம். ஒருத்தவங்களோட லேண்ட்ல வந்து சூப்பர் ஈல்ட் இருக்கும், whereas others லேண்ட்ல ஆவரேஜா தான் இருக்கும். Okay, that comes out of the quality of the field. Okay, so the yield or the efficiency may vary depends upon again the soil, water and other things also. Okay, so it may be changed. Capacity of each system needed. Capacity of each system needed for a particular agriculture system. If I am taking a rice crop, adukku na use pandra, adukku na invest pandra thing may be varied from the investments what I am making for sugar cane, or the investments what are investments in a sense water, fertilizers, seed, manpower and all the resources. Whatever the resources I am using for a particular crop. So that will vary, the amount of system what I require varies system to system. Yeah, there are some factors mainly, and the biological or food processing is completely connected with agriculture. Right? Food waste again, it is going for the compost and manure we are preparing, right? So your food processing, biological or chemical, all processes are completely connected with the agricultural system only. So how that is influencing our agricultural system. So there are certain factors in biological or food processing which are having a close connectivity with our agricultural system. They are percentage loss, yield, critical time duration met, cost per unit, food quality, food safety, contamination, cost per rework. It is not only the waste, even the production of the food also, cost or many things varies depending upon the agriculture. Simple example, always we consider tomato. Okay, so when the tomato cost is very high, you won't find tomato chutney everywhere. Okay, they will give a red color chutney, but they don't add much tomato. When you go to where is the market rate of our vegetable or fruit or anything which comes out of the agricultural system will impact on the food. Okay, so the cost of the food varies. All these points be about that only. Clear? Any doubt? Next, few more things you need to know about human interaction, estimating the system, the reliability, value. These are all the some of the important points. Human interaction. So whenever you find here some reliability issues are taken place. For example, I take the crop loss acceptability. Crop loss acceptability. Depending just if you are talking with your parents, grandparents or neighbors, earlier they were in the agriculture. After they move on to the next generation, either the children will not be interested in agriculture system or they feel that they didn't get much profit out of the agricultural system. When they don't get good profit out of agricultural system, the first decision what we take is agriculture is a last business. So I will come out of that. If I go to city, if I work in some supermarket also, I will be getting some 10,000 rupees rather than working with this land. That will be the decision. Everywhere why the agriculture went down, that is one of the reasons. Okay, continuously, consecutively 1 or 2 years when there is no much rain and where the region is completely depending on rainwater, obviously Tamil we cannot do agriculture. So let's quit from the agriculture and the land வந்து அப்படியே போட்டு வந்துட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல the human interaction is very very important. That you have to, or the people must be advised in such a way that how they can improve their agricultural system. இப்போ உள்ள the current system, because they don't want agriculture to go down. Okay, somehow it has to be, because without agriculture. So next is estimating the system reliability value. So we need to, like when I am saying the reliability is required for loss or decline or whatever it may be, there must be some limit, right? If it has too huge amount of loss also, it's not bearable, and continuous loss also is not bearable. Not only for loss, but all of these things, extreme is not possible, which means what is the limit? So for each system, for a particular stage or on all the stages, I must define what should be the reliability value. நம்ம எப்போதுமே சொல்லுவோம் தெரியுமா, plus or minus in the value is accepted. In the same way, what would be the reliability value needs to be estimated for all type of crops for the entire system. And I say the entire agricultural system, it is from the farmer till the market, till the sales. Okay, so in the entire cycle, what would be the reliability value that needs to be estimated? Estimated values for individual component. So as I mentioned, it is completely ecosystem, right? So for a farmer, enna vandu reliability each component அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து maybe a farmer or maybe a equipment what you are using, or it may be a resource what is involved in the agriculture, or it may be the transportation, or it may be the market value. It involves everything. Okay, so estimate the reliability value for the individual component. Then estimating human component value. So this is the more sensitive part where human the living being is involved. In the living being, human being is the most valuable being, right? So அவங்களுக்கு என்னென்ன மாதிரியான reliability நம்ம கொடுக்கலாம். Always people cannot be so brisk in working, cannot be active. They also may be very active on certain days, very dull on few days. Like there may be various factors affect them. Okay, and at that time you must have some reliability with their performance or with their presence and all those things. So that could be of maybe sick, or they may come late, or they may be on vacation, or they also must have the agricultural system, half an hour time is not sufficient for them for their break now. So you can ask their view and can extend their break time. Similarly, vacation you are giving some 4 days time and they feel that that is not sufficient and they are not able to concentrate on their work after that 4 days of vacation. Yes, it can be extended. Or sometimes you feel like when you are giving more number of days at a stretch as vacation, they totally forget when they come back they are not in the proper speed. If that is the case, you can give a shorter vacation later. That again depends where with whom you are dealing all the things. Okay, so about estimating human component values. So all these things come under reliability of agricultural systems. One more point here somewhere I missed. The transportation analysis is very important needed skill for the manager. Like from the land side everything is perfect. Okay, so you have completed harvesting, you got a better yield too. Okay, so you are happy that you are going to get more profit, but unfortunately there is a strike period. You are not able to transport your items to the market, where you have to have a lot of measures to protect your items. Okay, sometimes some items cannot be